Hi, everyone. It's Kelly from Tutor Hustle for Teachers, the Tutor Hustle for Teachers YouTube channel and podcast. And I am here with a very special guest, Rosanna Loftus from Little Learning Links. And Rosanna is a former classroom teacher who has started her own tutoring business. She's been tutoring for 4 years, right?
Yep, 4
Yeah,
years.
4 years. And she has a full, this is your full-time job now. You have a fully grown business and you've got lots of wonderful clients, and so you're tutoring full time. You mentor other tutors who are just starting out, which is really cool. And what I really like about Rosanna, because I've been following you on Facebook for a while, is that you have a lot of tips about Facebook marketing
Yes.
strategies. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about today, because, and you've probably seen this too, a lot of times in like tutor groups, you'll see a post that will say something like, how do you find clients? And people will reply back, Facebook, Facebook. They won't really say anything more than that. Or they'll say, or the post will be like, I'm advertising in Facebook groups, but I'm not getting any clients. Can you help me? Can you give me some advice? And it's really hard to give people advice in a comment, like for a
Oh
little
gosh,
comment
yes.
that
Yes.
on Facebook. So I wanted to take this time to expand on that a little bit. So what would you say, Rosanna, if you had more time than just one little comment, what would you say to that person who posts, I'm advertising in Facebook groups, but I'm not getting anybody. What should I do?
Okay, so there's a few different angles to go with this, which is where you're writing sort of saying there's not enough space to write it in a comment. I think I've generally put that before when I've responded to someone going, there's only so much I can put in a comment. I think there's a couple of different things that we all do when we first start, and I definitely know I was guilty of this, is around if you're in Facebook groups, are they groups where the person you want to work with is in? Because we can all join any Facebook group, there's loads of them. But if you're not in the right Facebook group, it's pointless you being there, really. So, some of the groups, such as Find a Tutor Online, Work with a Tutor, Find Parent to Tutor, I personally never recommend any of those because they're just full of people all wanting the same thing. If someone posts a comment in one of those sort of saying, looking for a maths tutor, you will get 30, 50, 100 comments of someone saying, I can help, I'm interested. And if I was the parent who had posted that and I got all of these comments, I'd just feel very overwhelmed and very kind of like, I can't sift through all of these. You're going to get lost in a very big audience there. So the first thing I would suggest is so think about your business model. Are you online? Are you in person? If you're in person, you need to find groups that are local to you. So my business is run on a completely in-person basis because that's just my preference. I want to go and physically work with the students still. So I'm in lots of local groups to me. Think about parent groups that have got parents in. Where would the parent be hanging out? You've got to think of it as you're targeting the parent because they're the one that makes the decision. Yes, it is the child that you work with, but it's the parent who works with you and pays you. So thinking about the groups that you are in, looking at the groups as well, you can still join groups and not advertise and get clients from them. So if you are in a mum-based group or a parent-based group, and someone sort of posts around, I'm really struggling helping my child with their times tables or whatever. Has anyone got any recommendations? You can support that parent with a comment and show that you are knowledgeable, show that you are there to support them, and show your area of expertise and your advice. Give value in the group because then inevitably the parent will probably look and kind of go, oh, this is really good advice. Who is this person? And if they're at the point of thinking, maybe I need a little bit of help with something, and you're there to give them some support and advice and provide value, then they're more likely to come to you and investigate you a little bit further. So you can be part of a group without necessarily advertising your services. If you do advertise your services, whether that's on a business page or on your profile or in a group, I do a mixture of all three. It's around connecting with your client. So when I first started, one of my initial kind of expectations was, I'll write about how many years of experience of teaching I've got. I'll write about the certificates that I've got. I'll write about the I'm here to support what your child needs. But we all do that. So that's where the sort of the comparison then comes in on price, on who's nearer. And it's the thing with Facebook messaging that I've learned is there needs to be an emotional connection with the client that you're wanting to work with. Your client or your potential person will be at a point at the moment where they're looking for some help. They're in a dark place, shall we say. They want to get to a light place where things are better, where their child is more confident, where their child has passed an exam, whatever the outcome may be. And what you do sits in between that. So it's showing them that actually you are here, you want to get to here, and this is how I can help you. It's around showing them that change is possible. Parents want to know how that you can help them and how you can help them in essence. Yes, your qualifications are a percentage of their decision, but it's more than that. It's around showing that you understand them and that you can help them to really build that connection. And then you start to mirror how they're feeling with the words that you're using, and they just kind of go, they get it. That's exactly, if I can put it down, that's exactly how I'm feeling. If they get that, then surely they can help me because they've already shown that they understand me.
And that's the conversation you'd have through Messenger, like where you're when you're showing that empathy to the parent.
Yes, but also through your posting on Facebook as well.
Okay, okay.
My sort of help statement is I help primary age children feel consistently confident in the classroom. That's what my aim is within my work. So the posts I put on Facebook and social media and particularly on my business page is showing how a child initially felt like this is the work we've done together, and then showing them the other side of now we've worked together, look at what they've achieved, look at this was something that they said to me earlier, this is a message I got from a parent, and it's showing the transition from working with you of where they want to get to.
Oh, that's great. So you're actually starting this conversation from what you're posting because you know what your dream families want for their kids. So
Yeah,
and that's obviously the first step. If you don't know what they want for their kids and you don't even know who they are, then you can't make that kind of a post, right? But since you know who you want to work with and
yeah,
you know what they want for their kids, then you're able to so not even you're able to continue that sort of conversation through your posts on Facebook to show that you understand what they're looking for. And then when
yeah,
they message you, you can just, it's like an extension of that.
yeah. Because they already know what your values are and what you're demonstrating through your business. So if somebody looked at what I post and they wanted someone to pass their maths GCSEs, I am not the person for them because it's out of my area of expertise and I don't have a huge focus on passing exams. If someone is wanting their 6-year-old to become more confident with their maths and their writing and they're getting a little bit emotional before going to school or finding homework hard, I am the person to help them with that. And I'm showing them that on sort of the post that I'm putting on Facebook as well.
Okay, I love that. So now in terms of a strategy, so like okay, because when the people post a comment like we talked about earlier, how do you find clients? I'm on Facebook, but I can't find anyone. How do you use Facebook groups? In terms of a strategy, yeah, I'm curious to know what your strategy is because it's kind of like multi-pronged. It seems like you use your personal profile, using your business profile, you're using groups. So how would you kind of like sum it up into one strategy?
I think all of them have got to connect. So my personal profile shows I am a tutor, it links to my business page, and in my bio, I write about who I help and what I do. So therefore, if I comment in a group on my personal profile and someone wants to have a little stalking and nosy about who I am, they come to my profile and they can see exactly what I do. There's then also a link to my business page where they can then see further posts about what I do. And there's a little bit more information in the about section around who I help and why. Also, if someone was to post in a group, so if it was someone local to me asking for a maths tutor, then if other people tag you in it, they could tag your business page, they could tag your personal page. Both of them will show equally what you do and who you help. And also, you can use the people that you know as well. So if you're in a particular Facebook group and you've got friends who are parents, or you've got other people who live locally that are in that group, ask them to tag you in it as well. Use the network that you've got in a free capacity, send them the post and go, I would really appreciate it. Could you just tag me in this? And
I
send that
love
to a
that.
couple of people, because then you're getting more recommendations, your name will come up further, and people go back through previous posts as well. I've had multiple conversations of, so there's a particularly sort of well-known parental group local to me in York, and I've had multiple conversations with people who come to it with me, and they'll sort of say, oh, well, I was in this said group and I searched the word tutor and then your name was just there. So strategies of using other people in a free capacity that are there to support you, ask them and sort of say, please could you just write my name in this? It takes them 10 seconds, but it does so much for your business as well.
Yes, I love that. That's really good advice. Well, thank you so much, Rosanna. So now we have something for you know what I'm going to do the next time I see a post like this on Facebook. I'm in Facebook groups, but I can't find anyone. Or how do I find students? I'm going to link this video because there we go. There's the answer. There's the long form answer of how you can use Facebook to find students, because it does work. It's worked for you. It's worked for me, and it's free. You don't have to pay. I mean, you can pay for
Yep.
ads if you want, but you don't have to. Why would you if you don't have to, right? And
Yep.
it's a great place to connect with like really amazing students too, not just anyone, but really like the best students that you want to work with that are the perfect fit for you. So
Yep.
it
Absolutely.
definitely leverage Facebook as a marketing tool because it works. And I'm glad
Yep.
now we have, yeah, so now the next time you see that post, link this video. Now we have the answer to your question. This is how you find students on Facebook. Thank you so much, Rosanna. And tell us, where can people find you if they want to find out more about how you are mentoring tutors and what you're doing to help tutors?
They can find me on Facebook. So they can join my Facebook group, Tuition Business Acceleration, or they can feel free to message me on my personal profile, Rosanna Loftus, as well. And we can have a little bit of a chat about where you are at. The other thing I would say around the marketing part, just to add to what I've said, it's really important to do a little bit of background work and to put yourself in the parent's position. Think about how the parent would be feeling and empathize with that. Get to grips and understand that. Write it out. I did an exercise. I still do this several times of I am, thinking you are the parent, and think about how they're feeling beforehand. You've got a whole bunch of social media posts you can use then. Look at the opposite. Where do they want to get to? There's your marketing.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. That's brilliant. And I'm going to link all your information in the description box below so people can reach out to you for more information. Thank you so much for this conversation, Rosanna. It's going to help a lot of tutors, especially people just starting out. So thank you very much. And thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time on the Tutor Hustle for Teachers YouTube channel and podcast. Bye.